All right. Waiting for you guys to refresh. Going good. I see people popping in. See you guys popping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry I didn't know how to change the title. Hello, hello. Let me know if you're here. I do appreciate it. Waiting for you. There was a couple of you watching. You said you'd be back, so I'm just waiting for you. For hanging out. You guys are kind people for watching and hanging out. Appreciate all of you hitting the likes already. Gaming Pumpkin Pie, you're here. I love video games lots. Here. Making some noise here as well. Mary here. Hours and 40 minutes. Okay, we're on top of this thing. This is dope. You're here. Got 5 people liking. That's awesome. I see your messages kind of here. Not all of them. What's going on with that? Let's turn that off. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 messages. Hopefully I got you. Hello. Audio. All right. We're gonna do this. Maybe I can refresh this too. back here. Here we go. Freaking A, man. At least I'm still live with you. Dude, spam. I'm so tired of blocking spam numbers. Even rich, famous, popular people get spam too, don't they? Continue. Okay. All right. I see a couple of you guys. No, I'm not going to worry about all that. I know you're here. You all said hello. You're coming and going. Audio sounding good. Video's looking good. Looking really good. Let's go mobile for you mobile fans. Looking good on mobile. Let's go. F is charged. Let's get this charged up. Take a drink of water. Okay, the murder mystery. That's where we left off. We had a murder mystery going on. What was her name? Helen? I think her name was Helen. And we went around and did a bunch of different things, and I honestly don't know who killed who. I already forgot. Let's go figure it out.
Inspector.
Completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
I do. It is Spencer. That's who it was. The bellhop. You know, they covered their tracks too well. I could do that, but let's just say it's Spencer.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I thought I just told you.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
I thought it was Spencer.
Really? Spencer Woolrich killed Halcyon Helen? As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that sounds like the highlight of his career. What makes you think it was Spencer?
Well, he did try to poison her.
Yes, I agree. Helen's
correct.
murder is all anyone's talking about. Even in death, she stole the spotlight away from Woolrich. Walk me through your reasoning. What happened on the night of the murder?
Stomach.
Mr. Woolrich was always prissy about his constitution. I remember him complaining about his stomach on the night of the murder, but I just assumed he wanted attention. All right, Woolrich clearly had a plan to kill Helen. He had motive and he had intent. What happened in the ballroom?
Security cameras were off at the time. Use the moment to kill. Knocked her out. Then ordered he's a coward, knocked her out first. You know what? Shot her in the back of the head.
That is consistent with Mr. Woolrich's personality, not to mention Helen's autopsy. It's clear to me that Spencer Woolrich murdered Halcyon Helen. I appreciate your help, Inspector. We're done here. Spencer Woolrich killed Halcyon Helen. If he thinks Aetherwave critics are harsh, he hasn't seen the Labyrinth's inmates. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Right over there.
Now, Inspector. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a challenge. I say we accept.
We're going to load the game because I don't think I was ready. Let's accept this and see where we go. Okay, so we get to start over. I thought we were... I'm sorry. I thought we were at a point where we knew who killed him. Oh, what's his name killed him? The guy I just picked, but I guess I was wrong about that. Oh, well, it is what it is, though.
Inspector? Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Yes.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
All right, I'll be back.
What floor would you like to visit?
Let's go to the lobby.
To the lobby we go.
To the lobby we go. Take my same team. Ellen, I couldn't remember her name at all. We want to go that way. Skills. Okay, let's go. We'll go 60 on this. We got 5 more. I got 40 points. I didn't realize I had that many. I don't know. Let's see. Cool. Okay, so now let's go here. What did I just mess up? You can't sprint or fast travel while encumbered, so drop or break items down. Your carry weight is disabled in the top left of the ledger. How do I get my weight back? Consumable weight. Do we have any other weight ones? Got this back. My weight was messed up. All right, wait. I was doing where I was trying to find the murderer. This is the problem jumping back into the game. Fast travel. I should change my guns around. What? Take all of this stuff. Back. Stuck on there. Robot.
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Eddie.
No cacao's detected nearby.
That's who I saved?
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again. Oh, Betty, you big goof! What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks. I guess this is what I get for hiring on the first person who'd listen to me out here. This is all I have on me. Now I guess I better go before you ask for more.
Figure that out. Let's go back here and see what else we have. Acquire the science weapon. Groundbreaker. Search room A2. I need to do that. While I'm out here, what else do we need to do? Canyon quest. Where's this one at? Okay, Groundbreaker. We don't need to go Groundbreaker. We do need to search room A2. It's probably the one we need to do. $652 and 1,000. So this one first. Get into the lobby and then we'll go check them out. My chat's all over the place. One thing, ground control is showing me one person's watching. My manager is showing me 3 people watching. So I don't know how many people are watching. Hello? Can I go through the elevator?
What floor would you like to visit?
Bring me to the penthouse, to the VIP. Those are stairs. Hello, are these 63? Really wish I can get vodka. That'd be cool. What is that? Rum? What's this? And ballroom. I think I just exited. want to go back in. It's a bar. Stairs up here. How's my girl doing?
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again.
I know. You
How
flirt
may
with
I
me.
be of assistance to you, Inspector?
You boost my ego.
I can always make time for a little back chat. Gossip.
You like gossip.
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolrich has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Okay, it looks like we talked about everything else. To be honest with you, I already knew about her. That's enough gossip for right
That's
now.
all you required to hear? Meanwhile, I was just starting to enjoy myself.
I know, you love to gossip. Interesting. Interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Arizo's plant, either. Of course, your interest is my pleasure, as dictated by Mr. Kincannon, Inspector.
Wait a minute, do I get down there behind the kitchen? Is that how I do it?
If you're sure.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Darn it. I hate when I do that. I hit X too many times. I think you can go down. I'm trying to remember how to get down here. They haven't attacked me before. Just seeing if there's anything here I can. Here I need to investigate.
Contract. In room 8. I'm feeling weak. Just open the door.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8 meter radius of this locked door.
Where's a nearby open vent when you need one? Can you narrow that down for me? Yes, of course. It's obvious.
This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length, suggesting unauthorized modification.
How do we get the lock? Do I go talk to my girl? Work IDs. On sidekick.
Incoming!
Don't mess with us.
Those are buttheads. Or if I have to go back up and talk to them. A1 opens. Doesn't tell me anything else. I don't know if I'm missing it, like if it's right next to me. Why would they let me open that one?
Making it look easy.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
Oh, yeah. I recognize your voice. Pleased to finally meet you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
You said you operated the elevator, right? Can guests not press the buttons themselves? Assume bellhops all know each other. Can you gossip? You know anything about Bellhop Owens? You know anything about Helen's murder? Okay, let's do this one.
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Let's find out about gossip.
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
All right, let's find out about Owen, who died.
Owens? I hardly spot him. Generally, he's at Mr. Woolrich's beck and call, fetching this or that, helping with his room, and providing as his acting partner far more often than not. Ooh, that was strange. I've never felt quite as pleased as I just was to be tasked with working this elevator for 16 hours every day.
Okay, let's find out about the murder.
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
Okay. Marauders.
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are.
Good point.
Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
That's the other room here. So I can talk to you through the glass, but I broke in. Okay, nice. Let's go back upstairs and see if we can get a key card. There's a card here. Check everywhere.
Wow, I haven't felt this great in ages. I wonder what happened.
A bug on you? Like your counterparts?
Get anything good for lunch?
Pea-free nut butter and jelly-free jam on premature bread. Tastes like nothing. Ugh.
Or all right, I'm thinking I need to go upstairs and talk to what's her name and get a key pass.
Are you enjoying the amenities?
You're going through all that stuff. What's up this way? If I can't get a key card from her, can I talk to her this way? I can't.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Okay, I think I need to do this other mission. And then I can get the key card or something. I don't know where the key card's at. Freaking water. Don't know why you don't let me zoom.
Here they come. Don't mess with us.
Killing other employees. Wish I could have fast traveled. All right, let's go in here and see what we got going. Do we have to talk to Well, what's his name? Sidwick or Sidwick or?
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I'm here for the job. I like boneless flowers.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
I'm your mark for the item. Hey, how long? Hey, hang on. How do I know you're really?
Because I'm gonna tell you where our package is, hullhead. If I were part of an ambush, you'd have already been arrested. We're in the constabulary, for law's sake. You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
If you're not sure where, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
This way?
What was that?
Watch out!
You're dead!
I'm out here killing people. But I steal your guys' stuff. I know, I'm a bad person. I don't really care about Slug. Can I jump up there?
Help! Help! I've been trapped in here with a filthy, tick-ridden peasant! Ah!
Hey, I'm not tick-ridden. I'm tick-burden at worst.
Spencer Geraldine Woolrich deserves his own cell! No,
They got Spencer all right.
Building, not to share it with you.
Spencer,
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
Got the cargo.
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done. No complications?
Excuse me.
Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
One delivery coming up. Hope all this legwork is worth it. Okay. So glad you guys are close by.
welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
I got a shipment for something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now.
And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like boneless. Oh, are we going to do the same thing?
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time, for fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
Huh. Drop the act, you already know why I'm here.
An independent, huh? Be a big risk letting you into my sanctum. Though if you're telling the truth, I think it'd be more than worth it. All right. Follow me to the back.
Come on, ladies.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
No, you don't. You won't. I can be trusted.
Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Let's have a look at your stock. Since I went through all the work to bring it to you, can you see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Let's see. Repair. Let's see. I should sell some stuff. Sell anything that's small. I don't need any of this stuff. Back here. I was really hoping I would find my secret passage. Okay, what's this 23 down here? I need to go to now.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
Does it? A package.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Here you go. 3 ways. I did all the work while you and your were sat around. You're lucky to get anything. Give me 1,000.
What? That ain't gonna be enough to get Cass out of prison, and it ain't what we agreed to. Ah, shit. Looks like it was wrong to assume you were just like Hawthorne after all. Sure hope I can figure something out to pay Cass's fine. Scram! Shoulda never asked for your help. Ain't got nothing else to chat about.
It's up this way. I pissed you off. Didn't really care about that person in prison. Alright, where do we go now? To the ship. I need to figure out. I know that, but I don't know how to get into it. It says something about a thin door. Oh, maybe that's what it was. There's a secret passage I have to go unlock.
Oh, smells worse than rancid salt tuna. Oh, well, I think it's coming from the pool.
Hello? Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it. Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
I think I can help. Found the sun.
Wow, they should have just cut out the wage garnisher and hired you. Why don't you add your mix to the pool doohickey over yonder? That's usually what the last guy did. So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
Nice.
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
Nice.
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains, but that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Where's the guy? I like the changes color in the pool. All right, we did the pool thing.
Anyone up for a game of sudden death knockout? Yeah, me neither.
We haven't gone this way yet. We're not talking. Okay. We did the pool. We'll get in here and go downstairs and see if we can find like a pulse panel. Underneath the loose floor panel is a slightly dirty key card. That's all it was right there. Wow.
Don't mess with us.
Wow.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead. Per additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
Head trauma?
That is correct. Evan was not killed by Iridanium gigaseus. However, Iridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue.
So what killed him?
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
He took a bad fall and cracked his head open. Was it an accident?
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Did he cut himself or something?
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
Sounds like he cut himself on someone else.
It is highly likely the blood is the result of an altercation.
I think it's time for another chat with Miss Stillwell. Anything exciting in here? All right. That's all I had to do. I was looking for a key for no reason. Let's see what we got going here. What we got going. Report to Lily, question Stillwater. We want to question Stillwater. I think this is Stillwater. Stillwater. Is this Stillwater?
Hey, Inspector. You're kidding! Evan's dead? That doesn't... I don't understand. Was it the alcohol? Oh, law! I thought he'd sleep it off. He seemed fine when I left.
I know something bad happened to you in A2. I want to help.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I found giant slugs on Evan's body. This case is already unbelievable. I recently a relic from a ship of lost colonists. Try me. Or no, I'm kind of dumb.
You what? Well, shit. Maybe you will believe me. I walked Evan to A2, like I said. And then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy. And the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
So you decided to kill him instead?
I never meant to hurt him. What he did was... well, he scared me half to death. But we've been friends for years. I only wanted to get him off me. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone. What do you want to know?
Why didn't you tell anyone Evan attacked you?
Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it.
I found slugs on Evan's body.
I can't help you there.
Evan was a victim in all this. We owe it to him to find out what happened.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
What are you? Oh, thanks for the tip.
Anytime.
How are you holding up?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being, scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking. So, what happens now, Inspector?
To you, nothing. I'm not here to get you in trouble. I just want to... Okay, either you killed a man or you left him to die. Now you pay for it.
But I killed him. It's my fault he died.
Very nice of you. He attacked you without warning. Whatever the reason, that wasn't your fault. Are you trying to get me to accuse you of murder?
Definitely not. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
I kind of feel like I need to go over here because this doctor's dead and somebody was hiding this from me.
Cause auditory confusion before death. So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
Okay, we were up here and I teleported it. I don't think I finished what I needed to do over here. And I think you turn them off if you go in here. So some apples. Okay, we want to hack this. Okay, so that opened up more stuff that we needed to do.
Rizzo's thanks any guests trapped in the orchards for your patience as the pollinization cycle commences. Don't forget, our trees and bushes can't pollinate themselves.
Let's go. I didn't go over here. Oh yeah, I did go over here. I thought that's where I turned the bees off, but I guess not.
Well, kiddo, we're safe from mosquitoes as long as we keep the doors closed. But someone ought to deactivate the cycle soon.
Is it down here where I need to go? Do I need to go up here? They told me where to go at the beginning and I was not listening. Where's the other one? I don't mind killing them all. You guys good? I don't mind helping you.
Someone needs to get to hive control to shut down the swarms. Someone needs to get to hive control to shut down the swarms.
Okay, just opened up some more missions. All right, we don't need to steal anything. What's in here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Down there, or in here?
This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
You know you're liable to get sick doing that.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Damn type of day calling. So that means I can't turn it off, huh? Labs are that way.
Here we go!
Or you turn them off?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hold on. We're not going to do that. We're good. Scan the chemical makeup.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
What did you find, Cap?
There's some foreign substance on the tool. This thing didn't. Okay. Hate to say it, but I don't think I learned a whole lot about where this thing.
You think it could be dissidents? Or some type of rival company?
It's also like that whoever released Wasp was a Slug employee.
Slug runs the hotels. And the spaceport. And Law knows what else. So that don't exactly narrow it down.
Nope, not at all. You got everything in here? Wafts are done. Back here. Okay, let's look at our journal. Excuse me. We got more stuff. Okay, we want to go to intern. These are close by, so let's go. Go back here. Oh, we were just talking to the intern. That was weird. Okay, we'll go figure it out.
Back again, eh? I knew you couldn't resist my charms for long. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Okay. I found a strange substance. I found toxic mix. Seems a bunch of... Okay.
Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slap that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
I don't know if I believe her, but she's really trying her best.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings.
Did you dump the drink before or after you removed the console control panel cover?
How did you notice? The diagnostic normally takes hours, and that's only if humidity's low. I wanted to take the initiative to try and make it faster. Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me.
Know anything about that?
Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town, which results in many injured workers and a few dead sprats. Our exterminator automechs only kill mosquitoes, and even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. So I decided to do some reprogramming. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards.
Should have kept your cool. Would have been easier. Bots were shooting anything larger than a mosquito.
Believe me, I know that now. Guess I did sort of mess that one up. Law's alive. I really did think I was doing good by the orchards, but with all that you've told me, it sounds like I've done much more harm. I know it's a lot to ask, but is there a chance you could vouch for me to my boss? It might not seem like it, but I've been trying to take the initiative. I really do want to help.
There's no harm in trying to make things better. I'll talk to your boss. I don't know. Wouldn't that enable you to screw up even more? So you can run the rest of the orchard?
Wow, thank you so much. You do this for me and I'll make sure to do whatever I can to make things better.
I'm real proud of you, Captain.
You said you didn't believe her. And now you said you're proud of me. Mixed. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Halfway. Report. Okay, so we need to go to Lily, then halfway. Okay, let's go figure this out.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
I sure do. I completely forgot about you two.
All right, let's hear the details. A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway. Lucky you.
Lucky you.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
You're worried that Slug is trying to mess with your likelihood.
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually, but if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself. Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it? Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's why she'd be a perfect saboteur. I'll deal with her later. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
You wasted Slug's time and tried to blame your screw-ups on them. Yep. Slug is making productivity. Can't talk. Orchard's worse. Don't give them another bit. Rizzo will have bits to spare after the Brown and Bailey. Could pay them with interest. If either of you bicker for a second longer, I will rip your tongues out.
Hey, would you look at that? All of a sudden, I have an urge to just pay Slug. How about that?
Yes. And Slug will go back to making sure your shipments get safely to you. That's satisfactory, right, Inspector? Right?
Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble, I will delight in severing her from her job.
Yeah, don't do that.
Even if I were inclined to believe you, that's some damn severe incompetence you're talking about. I still wouldn't want someone like that working the orchards.
Perhaps you could be used to each other.
What the hell are you proposing? Let her burn the orchards down while I stand behind her and applaud? We ain't got nothing to exchange.
The intern's an earnest worker. I bet she could do an excellent job with your guidance.
She wants to help, does she? You know what? I'll call your bluff. She can keep at it with close supervision, but if she screws up even once, she's out. Here's your pay, with a little extra for getting to the bottom of things. It's gonna be real interesting in the orchards for the foreseeable future. Thanks, I guess.
All right. Okay, we did that. Now we need to report. Collect all 8.
Whew. After Emerald Vale, Amber Heights, and Bayside Terrace, I was expecting Purpleberry Orchards to be another flowery name for a shithole. But this is nice.
Welcome to the Nut Hut, the only place you can get Rizzo's ground-up, pound-up fruit drinks, made with mostly berries and twigs. Now I'd love to get you something, maybe a couple somethings. Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Show me what you got.
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
All right, now let's go back here. Go get my gun. I forgot she was selling vodka. I was looking everywhere on this damn planet. All right, we go in here. Missing one. Side? I thought I had all 8. I didn't even look. I just assumed. Oh my goodness, that took forever. Gatling case.
I didn't know Rizzo's made a Gatling gun. Seems a mite unnecessary.
Seems a mite awesome. Give that gun directly to me.
All right, we got 10 points. Let's go. Fly. Trigger. We need to go to.
I'm glad Cedric's name is clear. Well, For this crime, anyhow. I've always liked Sublight. At least they're honest about their dishonesty.
The Prophet of Profitability? That's a funny name. You'd expect that sort of title from a serial villain and not, you know, a grown adult.
Oh.
Prophet of profitability. Only thing that woman's killed are millions of brain cells. What's up?
Why did I give you this damn gun? Okay, let's do this. Let's go. I bought gear a while ago too. I forgot. Changing your gear. Okay, let's get out of here and continue our journey. We're going to pull up the map. Oh, we're not there yet. Gotta finish this here. We got 19 more minutes.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
Sure did.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened? No shit.
Yep, no shit.
I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure? Damn. Okay. Thanks for looking into this. You saved me a lot of legwork. Law, you want to hear what's really tragic? We were short-staffed already. Now I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Okay, we did that. Let me go to my ship.
I understand the law. Here. You've got your job.
I don't understand the obsession folks have with celebrities. People talked a lot about Spencer. A lot. Even on Monarch. Then we meet the guy and he's just a guy. Nothing special. You ask me, folks ought to focus more on being the best version of themselves, not the best version of some fantasy figure.
Oh, there you are.
People like to poke fun at Mr. Woolrich, but I always thought he was a real gentleman. Then again, he did try to poison Ms. Helen, so now I don't know what to think.
Yeah, me either. It's really weird. I don't understand.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Thank you. Side quests. This is the main one. I don't know who murdered. I think we'll just go talk to them. Say we don't know. See if he gets back to this office.
The brochure never mentioned anything about mosquito attacks. What other dangers are they hiding from us?
What authorized floor can I bring you to? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
We'll check here one more time and just double check. Look around and see if there's anything we can find. Are these the whole wheat ones? I went and I bought these Ritz crackers. I bought the whole wheat ones and I was like, I should eat them.
Mental note. Next time we got...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum. An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club. Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you? Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know? I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Huh.
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. but he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Which is interesting, okay.
Oh, Brady was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Brady was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Bertie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them. What? Law, no. Bertie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen. Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty. What can I do for you? About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
I know.
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
Do you happen to know why there's a woolly cow in one of the rooms?
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Mostly sound. Hungover still sound, right?
Alright, that's all. I guess I'm checking all these rims now.
Easy.
Not gonna steal anything. Since he's not in his room, I figure I'd inspect it.
Hotel rooms don't feel like home until you mess them up some. This one's real cozy. What do you want to know? What about her? Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. There ain't good enough words for something as special as what we had together.
Why did you break up?
I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand, but I don't.
Does she have any enemies?
Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. Seen them about 100 times each. What do you want to know? Yeah?
Ulrich West.
Ulrich's a businessman.
Ulrich.
He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'd appreciate that. Yeah?
Where can I find him?
Oric hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-up bunks at the shipping yard. I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
I found the recording.
You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk? Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards. Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heartbeat to have Helen back.
All right. That way. On this side down.
Huh? What?
Most people didn't like it.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Greetings, theater aficionado and or dumbstruck fan. You are standing in the vicinity of Burbage 3001, the latest and therefore greatest automechanical actor ever designed.
So you had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen. May your atoms be commended to the Aether. Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Does that include dying? It almost sounds like you got a motive for murdering Helen.
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world? Burbage 3001's this unit has not.
Okay. I thought maybe the robot was programmed to kill her. You can just take your stuff? Show your outfits. It's on this side.
You hold my fate in your hands, Inspector. I hope you'll do the right thing. If not for me, then for the fans.
I'm confused. I thought you were in jail. So we did all that. Can't sneak into these rooms.
What the?
Security right there.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double. Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
All right.
Inspector? I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helm?
Birdie, I don't remember who that is. The Prophet. Your old nemesis. Killer was none of other than you did.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen? There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary. I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence. Are you insane, or do you take me for a fool? No, I'm not going to wait. You had your chance. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now. Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a challenge. I say we accept.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Okay, we'll get going. Where do I need to go? Haven't been down here, huh? Okay. Probably should have went around the whole planet.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Very true. Let's get in there and see what's going on. Get over with this murder mystery thing. All right, let's go.
Welcome, valued patron, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and sweets. Rizzo's is committed to bringing joy and happiness to our colony. Feel free to browse the various displays in front of you to learn about our humble facilities and the I see you've stumbled upon a little peek into our distillery. These tanks are hard at work brewing the wonderful Rizzo's beverages you know and love, along with exciting new flavors like Rizzo's Spectrum Brown.
This ain't a distillery. This is just boiling alcohol. Where's the mash? What's collecting the distillate? Something ain't right here.
Hey, where do we go? Looks like we need to go downstairs. Sealed.
Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the
Should have just came here and got them all.
is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
You can have my samples, Captain. I'm gonna pass on the mild hallucinations.
So we go in here. It's not a door that's open. Everything's sealed. Sealed. I jumped down there. Can't go down that way. Let's go out this way. She's dead. I don't open the doors. Can't unlock anything. Doesn't quite. Key. She's restroom. Guessing I go outside. Let's go check. Showing it over here now.
to make you smile.
You guys always say. Can. Reload. Blood. Open this and see what's behind here.
Catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
I saw this coming a mile away.
Coming from anyone else, I might have scoffed. But you? I can believe you saw through my charade, Inspector. I've heard about you and your ship, Hawthorne. You're one of the few competent people left in this colony. That makes us two of a kind.
Get to the point. The corpse is in the bathroom. I'm guessing she's a body double?
She was much more to me than a body double. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Damn, I called it. What planet? I'm sorry about Belinda.
So am I. I'm sorry I wasn't there for her. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. Killing the administrator won't bring her back, but it'll feel good.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
Wow. What a twist.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom? Well, I should do a couple. I have a couple options. Let's go intelligence.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
You killed the Rangers mascot?
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
Yeah, it was because of your boyfriend.
He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's horrible little family of grinning idiots. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
No way. He's definitely out of his mind.
It's a deal.
The lesser of two evils, I suppose. Let's get...
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close. Head through that door. There's another way out. Sam, I've opened that door for you.
Thank you.
Looks like you sealed the door. Just try throwing that switch down there. That will get us through. We're close to the exit.
Ciao, guys. Coming through.
We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
Root him out.
Oh, surprisingly rude. What did I do to deserve this kind of hostility?
Killed a bunch of people.
Oh, right. All those people I killed. Fine, I'll keep this professional. Meet me at the penthouse suite. We'll prepare our next move.
Hold on, I have questions. You think she has anything I need to hear? Let's find out.
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
All right. Oh, I can't climb it. That was funny. All right, we need to go back to the penthouse. We're going to go to the lobby. And then we are going to call it not a day. Bathroom break. I'll be right back real quick. Sorry about that. I used the bathroom. Okay,
Hey, take your time.
Go on this penthouse and see what's up.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
You need a minute? Sorry, this must be difficult for you.
I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Alright. So what do we need to do? So your immunity system can destroy the parasites before the larva stage.
Precisely. I
That's
see
cool.
we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you. I'm glad one of us is an expert. Most of what I know is based on Dr. Blossom's notes. Here's what I understand. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony. Dr. Blossom experimented with Sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing. You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Not so fast. Let me borrow your needler.
Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the back?
Pretty much. Hand it over.
You're right. You do deserve the spotlight. Here. You take good care of my needler, and it'll take good care of you. There is one other thing. While you're at Perea's spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
You killed innocent people. You think I'm okay with that?
Yes, Inspector. I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off. Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? I spoke to her in her office. I told her everything. Belinda, Ludovico, the parasites, all of it. Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage, and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry she was, and I told her the same thing. And then I shot her. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do?
I don't have any crew. It's just me. I really needed a reason to go on a murderous rampage. I would have made them pay.
So you do understand?
I do.
Was there anything else?
Want to ask you about Belinda? Sure, why not?
I'm not accustomed to talking about Belinda, but I'm also not accustomed to the kind of sympathy you showed me earlier. So I'll make an exception for you.
Thank you.
Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
Nobody else knew you had a twin sister? People knew you're Ruth. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself secret?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy.
Okay.
She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
She was important to you. If I were you, I would want revenge too.
What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico.
Okay, nobody else knew you had a twin sister.
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
I'd say you went pretty far. You two became best paid stars. Okay. I can't imagine you. Okay.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
Oh, that's all I wanted to know.
I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity.
Thank you. Birdie was carrying this data pad?
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only 2 people in the universe knew that language. That's kind of you. Thank you.
What else? What exactly happened the night of the murder?
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown.
It was the robot.
Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
That's when you decided to hunt him down. Yeah, then he hired me to pin the murder on someone else. Sloppy work. I would have just dumped her over the edge of the complex.
I don't think he expected you to be so competent. In the end, hiring you may have been his undoing. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just one step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You would have lost the fight. I want to hear the whole story. Tell me what happened.
It's a long story, Inspector.
I got time.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos. Shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go. But I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement.
I'm an actress by trade. Pretending to enjoy Spectrum Brown was one of the hardest roles of my career.
You said Belinda didn't want to come.
Belinda always hated endorsement deals.
Okay, makes sense.
They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
What happened when you got here?
Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
Except for her, or except for his temper.
Bertie has a dreadful temper. I was worried about Belinda for a while, but she told me he'd never lay a finger on her, and I took her at her word. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico.
Ludovico.
I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
Or do you insist on a tour of the labs?
I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
Yeah, pretty sick. You realize you were up. Sorry, my head was twisted behind the microphone. Realize what you were up to. You thought you exposed his plans? That doesn't sound so bad. I won't let that happen.
I can't do this without your help. I tried doing this on my own once, and look what happened. I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Don't blame yourself. I accused him of killing her without any proof, which was crazy. And then I was saying it was the robot who was programmed to kill her, which is true.
My regrets are my own to bear. But for what it's worth, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
All right, we got a lot going on. But we played Battlefield 3 and we beat it today. super cool. We played Battle Worlds, and we played that for 2.5 hours. I think we played Battlefield 3 for 3.5 hours. So, what is that, 6 hours of gaming today? We had a bunch of people stop in for Battlefield 3, which I appreciate. They hung out once I started talking. They left, which is pretty typical. But you on YouTube stuck around, and I appreciate that. And you guys made great comments and said hello. And you, after I uploaded to the new game, you came back and watched me, so I appreciate that as well. You guys are all awesome. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being a part of this community. Yeah. I don't ever talk about liking and subscribing. Why force that? All right. Bye.